What is up, Cheyenne? It is another episode of What's Good, Cheyenne?
This is our
And
fifth one, I think, isn't it?
this is our fourth one, I think.
I think fifth.
Fourth or fifth.
Yeah, it's number
Oh,
five,
all right.
volume
Well,
five.
with that being said, I'm your host, JP Fluellen, and this is Curtis Lackey.
Charmed again.
And today we're just gonna give you guys some stats and some interesting facts about Cheyenne and why you should consider moving to
Yeah,
the
Cheyenne and
land
Wyoming. Yeah.
north of Colorado. So, Curtis, what you got for us today?
Well, let's touch up with some pros and cons of living in Wyoming. What I found here: pro, super low taxes. A lot of companies are coming to Wyoming because of that reason, and they're really choosing Cheyenne because our proximity to Denver as well. So the opportunity for employment is getting better and better in Cheyenne as well. Pro, incredible scenery. Oh yeah, you go out all over the place and you can see some amazing scenery out there. You can see some flat, dry land too. So we have it all.
We do. We got some rolling hills. We got the what do they call it? The Front Range. You can see
Yeah,
some of the Colorado Rockies from Cheyenne.
yeah,
'Cause the beauty of Cheyenne is we're only about 8 miles from the border. And
yeah.
so don't believe what you hear because we're only 30 minutes from entertainment and all those kinds of things. So
That's why I challenged this con. It says con, limited shopping options. Not in Cheyenne. First of all, we do have the mall, but we're also very close to Fort Collins. That's a 45-mile drive to Colorado. And we're very close to, we're, a little bit further. You can go to Denver. A lot of people go to Fort Collins I mean, that's where they have a drive-in theater. I go there every summer. A lot of people go up there to eat. So, yeah, I would have to argue with the limited shopping options. Just be
right.
prepared if you move to Wyoming to drive.
Yeah, and
Where anywhere in Wyoming.
we do have really good places to eat here in Cheyenne.
Oh
We've got
yeah,
quite a few locally owned restaurants and to include Korean food. Uh,
yeah.
and we have there is a little, is it Japanese cuisine place
Hmm.
right there next to the bicycle shop?
And we
It's
have
a little,
our own fast food chain, the headquarters for Taco John's. And whenever people come out to Wyoming who's never heard of Taco John's, they try it. They love it. When people move out of Wyoming, when they come to visit family, first thing they got to do is go to Taco John's. Everyone I've talked to.
yeah, once you had a potato ole, you'll never go back to
Yeah,
Eco
I've heard.
Taco and Fuzzy Taco and all of those places.
Yeah, I've heard the potato lay described as the crack of fast food.
Fair enough. I do like me some potato olays. Like they get
Yeah,
the secret sprinkle of
yeah, exactly.
spice. It's like
Yeah,
41 flavor, 31 flavors of Baskin Robbins just all over your potato, you know.
yeah. So if you haven't been to Wyoming, come by and go to Taco John's and try some potato olays. You will not be sorry. Let's see. Then another pro: low crime rates. That's true. If there's seems like if there's a robbing, it's front page news. So
Yeah. Yeah. We have what more, gas stations per capita than probably most places in
yeah,
Cheyenne. So
yeah. Another con, get ready for tornadoes and severe winds and more. Okay, this, I don't know. Okay, winds, yes, but it's not constant. It's usually this fall and the spring. But tornadoes, our elevation here in Cheyenne, and also the humidity, we don't have the humidity required for tornadoes, and our elevation's too high. That's not to say we've never had tornadoes, but it's not a very common thing here. So
yeah, since I've lived in Cheyenne, I've been here 16 and a half years now, and I have not seen a single tornado hit Cheyenne. I have seen them touch down in the rural areas,
yeah, yeah.
but I have not seen any tornadoes in city limits.
The two big storms Cheyenne had. One was a tornado. People remember it's 1979 is when we had a tornado here, and then we had a major hailstorm in 1985. And people who are around here remembers that too. I mean, that's how. Yeah, we get wind, but as far as severe weather, not in Cheyenne. Maybe other parts of Wyoming, but not in Cheyenne. Another pro: experience all four seasons. You really do. I mean, we're in the time right now where you have the heater on in the morning and the air conditioning on in the afternoon.
Yeah, it's what is it? Winter, spring, road construction, and
Yep.
fall. That's
Yep.
right. Yep. Those four.
Yep.
So awesome.
And
Those are great things to look for. What else we got?
another pro is smooth sailing or driving. Because we do have a lot of, like nearby here, we have the Curt Reservoir. There's also Guernsey Lake. There's Glendo Lake, and they're really fun places to go. And Glendo is huge. That's a huge, massive lake. And there's sailboats out there, and people go swimming and everything. It's a lot of fun. So
Yeah. And if you put a trampoline in your yard with a seatbelt,
yeah,
you'll also do some sailing as well on a good windy day here in Cheyenne.
exactly.
Be prepared
Yeah,
for those days.
and
Yep.
they say another con is limited opportunities. Well, like we were just talking about with the low taxes, that can be challenged too, especially right here in Cheyenne, because more opportunities are coming up for big businesses. We have a few places for Microsoft coming out here.
Microsoft data centers. We've got it I think there's 5 or 6 already built, and there's a few more on the docket.
Yeah.
Yep. So
then then another question here is why are so many celebrities moving to Wyoming? Well, I wouldn't say there's a bunch of them. They all seem to flock to Jackson, though. But I am told if you go to Jackson, keep your eyes open because you're going to see somebody. You're going to see Harrison
you have a
Ford.
few celebrities that live in Cheyenne that do stay pretty quiet about it, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
We got a couple of well-known authors that live in Cheyenne, and some musicians that I'm fully aware of that do live in Cheyenne. So those are.
But we're not supposed to talk about it.
Yeah, we're not supposed to talk about that. We don't talk about Fight Club here in Cheyenne.
Yeah.
So, well, awesome. So what are your favorite things, Curtis? Tell us about your favorite things
About living in Wyoming?
Or just Cheyenne in general.
Cheyenne. Well, I do like how, first of all, what everyone says when they come to Cheyenne to as a tourist, they say it's one of the friendliest towns they've ever been in. People, complete strangers, wave, and I've noticed that. I'm going out taking pictures of houses for places that it might be something up for sale, or might be doing it for a bank, and people notice you, but everyone drives by and waves. Everyone waves. If you don't wave, you're being rude. Everyone waves. And so that's one of the things I like is even just going to a store, you don't know somebody, you can make a comment and they'll reply very friendly. I tried that in Denver. They just look at you like, what are you talking to me for? So you don't have that in Cheyenne or any place in Wyoming, actually. Casper, any of them, you can talk to anybody, and everyone's very friendly and very open. And I also like in Cheyenne how like we said many times, we're close to more entertainment. I mean, there's concerts and in Cheyenne during Frontier Days, but there's also all kinds of stuff, including baseball games and football games if you go to Denver. So you've got the sports there as well. A majority of people in Cheyenne are Bronco fans.
Yeah. We have actually had a couple of pro sports players come out of Cheyenne.
Yeah. Yeah. University.
One actually plays for the Mets right now.
Yeah.
That actually got drafted right out of Cheyenne here, which is pretty awesome. And
wow.
So baseball is definitely a big scene here in Cheyenne, as well as one of the things I like about Cheyenne is just Fridays on the Plaza.
Yeah.
All summer long there's always something going on, and then there's the farmers markets that are going on, which has always been a really fun experience. And you're only an hour and a half from skiing, so that's another thing.
Exactly. And we're 45 minutes from the University of Wyoming. So if you want to go see some college games, go up there.
Absolutely.
Because the population in Laramie, I think, triples during football games, home football games.
Yes. I believe it even triples, like even just during the school season.
Yeah. Yeah. My daughter's a current student up there. She's never home bored. Let's put it that way. And if you like melting pots, that would be Laramie. I mean, the cultures up there, you wouldn't believe the different cultures of restaurants and just different people all over the place.
Yeah, they have a ton of restaurants up there, good ones too, and most of them are local.
Yeah, yeah, and then you go inside and you see people who you wouldn't think would even be talking to each other. You see an effeminate guy and a cowboy sitting there having a conversation. I don't think you can ever see that anywhere else, but maybe Laramie, Wyoming.
Right. Absolutely. So if people want to know more about what's going on, what's good in Cheyenne, how can people get a hold of you, Curtis?
Well, that, or they can, if they're looking to buy or sell a house, they can call me 307-286-0729. My email is, of course, kurtlackeyhomes@gmail.com. And check out my website, kurtlackeyhomes.com.
Awesome. And if people just want to know what's going on in this world and want to know more about if the economy actually stacks up in Cheyenne versus the rest of the world, you can give me a call, 307-772-1184, and happy to have a conversation. Or you can just search my name on all of the Googleverse at JP Flew Ellen. And that will wrap up another episode of What's Good Cheyenne. We'll catch you guys on the next one.